after spending a couple days down in Florida in a trial down there, man, we're on the. I don't know if I think like it was over yesterday. I think, and so I guess it's jury watch now. I got to call and and before I say anything because I don't know, but. I learned some stuff down there. Florida's different, man. It's different. Depending on what part of Florida you go to. Like there is, of course, the Miami Beach, Florida, with the fine women and thongs. I like it when excuse me. There's those Florida that you know. The thong Florida. And yeah, there's regular old Florida, like the South Florida. Like, yeah. And they're doing a bunch of stuff down there. We have Big Bone, 1%er from the mighty Outcast Motorcycle Club Nation, who is also the COC chairman down there for the West Florida Confederation of Clubs. And he got mad at me because I was down in Florida and I didn't stop down to see him or the lovely missus, and I didn't stop down to see Archbishop. You know how it is when you be coming through town and you be so tired and trying to get some work done, and then somebody finds out you're in town, like when your boy Lavish T. Williams came down here and didn't say anything to me. I gave him this ration of shit, so he stopped by to see me a couple days ago when he was in town. So I got that same ration, but I also got like enlightened on some stuff. Like he was telling me all this kind of stuff happening down in Florida, which he felt like is going to really affect bikers bad. So I'm like, whoa, bro, you got to come on the show. So we will be back in a minute and 7 seconds with Big Bone, 1%er, who is going to tell us about the business going on in Florida down there, my folks. Wait till you see it. It's crazy. All right. That's what's going on. I'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds with this story here. New dumb laws Florida wrote. And wait till you bikers see them in 2026. Man, this is going to be crazy. Thanks for tuning in since 26.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the day they hit the scene, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the mighty Black Sabbath. MC, where he paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kick gang. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Wow!
I met a few years ago, and all he was talking about was
Well, all righty then. It's your boy Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV, the Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker News you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Thank you for hanging out with me since 2016. It's good to be here. And now allow me to introduce my co-host, as we are the only biker news and motorcycle club protocol channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic in the house.
What's up, Black Dragon? What's up, everyone? What's going on? You still got that split screen up.
Say what, my brother?
That split screen.
You can see it?
Mm-hmm.
The people can see it? Or just you and me?
I'm looking on YouTube. I don't think they can see it on YouTube. But
yeah.
I can see it.
So,
I can see it here.
So what it's supposed to be doing is showing us what we look like on a telephone, as well as what we look like when people turn their phone sideways.
Oh, okay.
And what we're going to start doing is double broadcasting at the same time. So you can either watch us on a telephone up and down, or you can watch us side by side. This is a new feature of StreamYard that I just haven't figured out how to use yet.
What's up, chat room, everyone?
Yeah. Okay. So I'd like to introduce you guys all to a young man that many of us know from the Boneyard. A guy I met a few years ago. Gosh, it's getting like close to 5 years now. And the guy's become a brother from another mother, a brother from another club.
Oh, they see. They say they do see it.
They do.
I don't see it on YouTube. Somebody say yes, we do see the split screen.
That's weird. I don't know how to make it.
No, I mean, I'm looking at YouTube on my other page so I can post, and I only see it once. I don't see it like I see it on StreamYard.
Oh wow.
I don't see how other people can see it.
Well, I got to figure out how to fix that.
Let me go to Facebook. So y'all can see like two screens of us, like us double.
Yeah, that's double. That's what's going on.
Let me look at Facebook.
That's crazy. But you don't see it.
I don't see how they see it. I don't see it on Facebook either.
I think they mean that they see you and me together. I don't think
okay.
Y'all
side by side. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, okay. Y'all don't see what we see then. Okay.
Yeah, they're not seeing us double. All right, but we see us double.
Yeah.
We see what we look like on it's a new thing. We see what we look like on the sideways screen, and we see what we look like on a telephone. Anyway, without any further ado, allow me to introduce our guest today. Show co-host is my big little brother. It is Big Bone 1%. I have to give you a little come on in minute music there for a minute. What's up, man?
I like the idea of having a theme song like that, dude. And I'm gonna get you, sucker. I'm gonna get you, sucker. That thing.
You mean your own band? Your theme band?
Yeah. That's the thing.
I was told that Big Bone years and years ago when I went back home. I don't know what my brother and sister have been telling all their friends. I came back. They say, "Oh, this the OG. You need your own theme song." I'm like, "Get out of here!" I said, "What y'all been telling them?"
Black Dragon, how can we reach out nowadays for a video topic request? You can send me an email at blackdragon@blackdragonsgear.com. Here, let me flash that down there. So you can send me an email there, or you can call me at 404-692-0336, and I'll flash that down at the bottom in a few minutes. And or you can reach out to me on WhatsApp. I mean, some people have my real phone number, which I don't give out, but they be calling me, "Hey, John, hi, do I know you?" So yeah, you folks find me. So that's how you get to me, Jaster. Black Legionnaire, good to see you, man. And Black Legionnaire, just pick up the phone and call me, man. You got my phone number. You got my WhatsApp. Call me. If you call me, just call. I don't have your number, I don't think, but call me. Just call. If I'm asleep, I'll talk in Martian. If I'm awake, I'll talk. Don't worry about when it is or none of that. Just call. Never Black Dragon, you don't answer and are not with it no more. Just saying. I do too answer. I do too. Try it. Call me jamming today and you'll see. All right.
Just not during the show.
No, just not during the show. Yeah, he got mad when I called him. No, I didn't. Stop that. Okay. Here they go. Here they go. Hey, man, you. What's up with you, man?
Woo, man. Hey, it's been real this time of year. Normally it gets real busy because it's the holidays, and we do a lot of stuff during the holidays. Prior to Thanksgiving, throughout the Thanksgiving, Christmas, the toy runs, you're feeding. Thank God we have the ability to feed a lot of folks and to get some folks clothes, and so that was a big part of my focus. Doing a lot of stuff with Tampa Homeless Outreach, of course, West Florida Confederation of Clubs, and I'm a VP of the Boneyard chapter. Go figure, of ABATE, which is Pasco Pinellas County, and between those three entities, we've been doing some real good feel good stuff. A lot of video of that on my social media. Just doing the Lord's work. Sounds crazy coming. Yeah, out there fighting the good fight and whatnot, But having said all of that, we were getting ready for the legislative session, especially in ABATE and the COC. One of our big concerns was, of course, motorcycle the profiling, law enforcement profiling bikers. That was one of the things we were going to get into it with the legislature about this year. And then also lane filtering, which is different than lane splitting. That was an issue. That was what we was talking about right up until we started getting information. We're fortunate to have good information sources in government and in law enforcement. And we started hearing these numbers like 429 and 253 and SB 2C and all of it sound like somebody going hut hut hut, like
Right.
long step, and like it's all these alphabets and alphanumeric codes we're hearing. Well, what they are, as usual, there's always a designation, a numerical designation for some law that some guy thought of. And we've known in Dragon, I've been saying it for the past 6-7 years that America is going to figure out how to turn into Australia as it relates to bikers and the erosion of our rights. For those of y'all that don't know, Australia has some of the most strict laws against bikers in the whole world. Texas said, hey, let's borrow some of that. Well, as per usual, with this racist Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, he looks at Texas and says, hold my beer. Texas, and I'm going to keep it short. Texas said, hey, we're going to make it easier for people to get concealed weapons permits in Texas. Ron DeSantis said, hey, we're going to get rid of concealed weapons permits. Everybody can carry. You don't need a permit. Matter of fact, open carry. You can do that too. What else you want?
They did that here in Georgia as well. Yeah. I think, though, you have to have a concealed carry permit to open carry.
No.
Not here in Texas.
Well,
not in Florida.
Let me see. I'll look it up real quick. But yeah.
Okay. Take a look.
We got it here. Everybody's walking around with a gun on the side of them.
Yeah, okay, corral.
Here's the funny thing about that. And that's depending on where you fall politically or socially, morally, whatever. Hey, that's a feel good thing. You might say, yeah, they love to say Florida is the home of freedom. It's not, but they love to say that. So here's the thing, though. Along with Florida trying to out Texas, Texas started really turning up the heat on bikers. Like in particular, as it relates to carrying your firearm, if you are going from point A to point B, like I like to say, and you got on your rags, and a police officer, now it used to be they had to have probable cause, like you had to be riding your motorcycle, trying to the men's department of the Navy. Okay, right on. I can dig it. Thank you, Rockstar. Thanks, sir. But look,
go get him, devil dog. Go get him. Send y'all's ass out. Send them out there, Navy. Send the Marines out. First to try, first to die.
Yeah. Well, look, here's Texas for you, though. So Texas used to be, in order for police officer to pull you over a vehicle, you had to be doing something, like speeding, running a red light, or doing something that was worthy of being pulled over. Probable cause. Whereas now, if you're wearing your rags, your club vest,
Mhm.
that's reason enough. So you get pulled over for the safety check or whatever it was, and now immediately that officer is going to say, like, just like they always say, hey, let me ask you, for your safety and mine, are you carrying any guns, knives, hand grenades, anything that's going to hurt me? And you being a good citizen, well, yes, officer, I've got my concealed weapons permit and I'm carrying my sidearm on me right now. Well, hey, let's go ahead and take that off. No, no, I'll do it for you. You don't have to do it. I'll
Right.
get that firearm and sit it on the hood of his car. Hey, I'm going to sit that there so you can see it for your protection and mine.
And he unloads it. Don't forget he unloads it.
Oh yeah, he's going to unload it.
And the dumbass drops your magazine on the ground.
Oh yeah, oh,
Your
yeah.
$600 gun. Yeah.
Yeah, then he's going to come back. Hey, anything else? Anything else? He's going to take that stuff and sit it on there. Okay, your safety and mine. And now he's going to, after he comes back, he's like, hey, now I need you to get off that bike, turn around, put your hands behind your back. What's going on? Turn your hand, put your hands behind your back. Click, click. What's going on here? Well, you're under arrest for being a gang member in possession of a firearm. What? I just told you, I got my concealed weapons permit. Yeah, but you also have on that motorcycle club vest. That means in the state of Texas, you're a gang member, and gang members aren't supposed to have firearms, so you're under arrest. Now, sounds like I'm talking something crazy.
No, it's been happening in Texas
That's been
for a
going on
minute.
for years. That's
Yeah.
been going on. My attorney, who's one of the best attorneys in the country at this stuff, Jerry Theophilopoulos, or we call him Jerry T for obvious reasons. But Jerry Theophilopoulos, Jerry T, told me 5-6 years ago when this first started, when these laws first passed in Texas, he says, he goes, that's going to be challenged all over the place. No way they'll be able to get rid of it. No way they'll be able to do that. They're doing it every day.
Mhm.
And the
Mhm.
only folks that's not going to jail or getting gigantic fines and community service and being put in the system are those cats that just happen to have a blank ton of money to afford attorneys, like expensive attorneys, to do something to keep them out of jail. As crazy as that sounds. So let me go back to it. Florida is always trying to out Texas, right? So all them alphabets that we was hearing about from our friends and our sources, there's a lot of them. They're companion bills. Real quick, 253, HB 253. That's about your license plate. And that, why is that even important? Well, the way that this law is written is if anything is obstructing any part of that license plate, well, not only can you get a hefty fine and go to jail, have your vehicle impounded with thousands of dollars of expense just because part of, when you buy your bike, the dealership says, RK Chevrolet or Burt's Barracuda Harley Davidson on the little license plate frame. If that touches one of those, like the R in the word Florida or something like that, okay, now you're in violation. But what's important about that? Well, if the officers sees that, that's reason enough to stop you. And no matter what else happens, you're automatically guilty of that. So you can go to jail, be fined, and all kinds of other stuff. But the reason that it's really important is that it gives the police, and we talked to police officers who explain this. This gives them probable cause. They're in compliance with the law if they go to stop you. Pretty much every person I know has some obstruction of that, according to their definition. So they can
Hold on a
stop.
second. Let's look at the bill real quick. Florida's new law on license plate frames took effect. License plate frames, really? Took effect on October 1st, 2025, as part of HB 253, House Bill 253, which amends Florida Statute 320.061. This legislation upgrades violations related to obscuring or altering license plates from non-criminal traffic infractions to criminal offenses. Do you hear this? Your license plate violation has now become criminal, aiming to improve vehicle identification for law enforcement and toll collection. Something that I noticed when I was down there, they have these toll booths with no tolls. They got a sign that says, "Oh, don't worry, we'll bill your ass." And I'm like, "What?"
Right, and they do. It works it's very effective.
It's very effective because still got to pay one from Georgia.
Oh yeah, it works.
So
But here's the thing.
hold on. Let me finish it. So identification for law enforcement, toll collection, and automated systems. The focus is on preventing intentional obstructions, but it broadly applies to any item that interferes with readability. While many headlines suggest most frames are banned, the law doesn't outright prohibit all frames. Simple, non-obstructive frames are still allowed. Enforcement is currently education focused with warning tickets, but penalties can apply. So prohibited items, anything that blocks, covers, distorts, obscures, or interferes with the legibility, angular visibility. Look at that, angular visibility. Remember they had them things up where you really couldn't see it from the side? Or
Right.
detectability or key plate elements, including numbers, letters, the state name of Florida, as though you wouldn't know it was a Florida plate. Borders or edges, registration, validation sticker, examples, tinted, clear, smoke covers, stickers, reflective sprays.
Borders or edges. You heard that, right?
Illuminated devices or decorative frames that overlap these areas. Example, dealership frames with logos covering borders. Theme frames like sports teams or movies that hide parts. Allowed items, basic frames that only surround the plate without covering any details. For instance, the Florida Sheriff's Association official frame is compliant if installed correctly and it doesn't obscure anything. Related changes, altering or defacing the plate itself, bending, painting is now a second-degree misdemeanor. Unauthorized red, blue, or red-white vehicle lights to mimic law enforcement are third-degree felonies. New 320.262 criminalizes obscuring devices like flippers, switchers that hide plates. You remember in the James Bond movie when they hit that flipper thing? Also, these violations are treated with criminal offenses. Knowingly driving with an obscured plate, second-degree misdemeanor. Both applies to frames, covers. You can be. I've got a Navy frame on my motorcycle thing.
You're going straight to jail.
Possessing, selling. So because this gives them the chance. This gives them the discretion. I can give you a ticket. I can give you a fine up to $500, or I can put you in jail for 60 days for your goddamn license plate frame. Possessing, selling, or manufacturing obstructing devices, first-degree misdemeanor, a year in jail, $1,000 fine, or both. Even without installation, just having an obscuring device.
Wait a minute, look, I got to jump in there. A couple of things. One, this doesn't just apply to the owner of the vehicle. This applies to the person that sold it or that sold you that frame or that gave you that frame, because their fine started at $1,000. Because let's say you went to Burt's Barracuda, bought your motorcycle, and you got that nice license plate frame for the plate on your bike. You get pulled over, they jam you up, they give you the tickets and so forth. And that's provided that they're just giving you tickets. I'll get to that later. But now you say, where'd that license plate come from? It came with the bike. Why, I shouldn't be held liable for this, but it came with the bike. Yeah, where'd you get the bike? Burt's Barracuda, Harley Davidson. Guess what? Burt's now owes the state $1,000, or the city or the county or whatever it is, owes them $1,000 for every single infraction. Now, but let me go back to the most important thing: the intention of this.
Hold on. I want to read this one. This part, and I'll using an obscuring device during a crime or to flee. So all of my biker bros out there that have the bent license plate, or it's tilted up, or it's upside down, or any of those things, this is now a third-degree felony, $5,000 fine. You can go to prison for 5 years for turning your license plate upside down.
Yep.
Enhances charges for hit and runs, toll evasion. Oh my God, toll evasion is now an enhanced charge.
Yep.
5 years in prison. The state is showing it's about the money. It's about the money, man.
Oh, well, let me help you with it. It's about the money when they can get it. But the reason that this bill was drafted in the first place at 11:59 p.m. on a Friday night on a holiday weekend, so nobody would notice it, slipped it in there. It got passed. It's a very red state, so they vote for whatever, Anyway, won't get into that. But so, yeah, this is a bill that turned into a law that hardly anybody noticed. And it's the law now. But here's the thing: the reason that this bill was drafted and created and everything else was it's what they call a companion bill. This gave
Oh, right along.
law enforcement, gave police officers more of an opportunity to stop pretty much whomever they want. Now, they're not going to enforce the law, and they haven't been enforcing it all over the place, with the exception of guess who?
Bikers. Hold on. Let me
are
let me
getting-
cut in right here. So,
yeah.
as you say, the current approach is just really warnings right now and letting people know. The rationale came from lawmakers responding to rising complaints about obscured plates hindering investigations and toll enforcement. The concerns critics worry about biased enforcement, like you say, against motorcyclists. For example, pretextual stops for minorities or immigrants, but officials emphasize targeting intentional violations. So, yeah, we're going to target intentional violations, but we can use it as a pretextual stop for anyone, including us bikers now.
Right. Well, the thing is we got it from very reliable sources that the reason that the intention of law enforcement is to use this for assisting ICE, obviously going after. So now they don't have to say, "Oh, you're profiling." No, we're just following the law, and those guys just happen to be looking a car full of Hispanic-looking gentlemen with a lawnmower in the back of the truck. So we're looking at their license plate, not the people in the vehicle. Now, if you're on a motorcycle, oh, you can hang it up. But and by the way, the let everybody get used to this kind of thing and educate folks. Well, that ended with the head of the state police made his announcement day before yesterday that playtime's over. We're in the game now. That was day before yet or Tuesday of this week, where he was on TV announcing this. That's the first time most folks even heard about this law. Now, bikers had just been thinking, "Hey, you can't go after me." They've been saying it for the past couple of months. Well, this guy said he pulled me over because of my license plate. I ain't never heard of such a thing. Well, it's a law now. But like I said, it's a companion bill that goes along with some other bills. The biggest one being 429. 429, big one that everybody in the United States of America who rides a motorcycle or is a part of a marginalized entity, Black folks, Black Lives Matter, doggone CARE in the state of Florida. Yesterday, Ron DeSantis deemed by executive order, deemed an organization called CARE. It's a Muslim organization that does charitable work. Well, he said they're a terrorist organization. And what that means is, just like if they say you're a gang or a terrorist organization, that means that anyone who does business with you that receives any sort of government funding or have government contracts, that shit's canceled straight away. Also, there's no such thing as a grand jury anymore. If they decide to level charges against you for anything, that grand jury, that you don't have to do a grand jury. You go straight to the prosecution. There's a whole lot of, but 429, let me explain what that is. That's super important. And that's probably the most important thing that we're going to talk about. HB 429 is a bill. In fact, I'll read it from here. Basically, 429 is a bill that allows law enforcement, allows the courts, prosecutors to deem pretty much whomever they care to as a gang, or being as the organization being a gang, or the individual being a gang member, which has huge implications, which we'll talk about later. But so Florida riders need to understand the scope and consequences of HB 429 before the legislature advances it further. The bill expands the criteria for identifying a person as a criminal gang member under Florida statute section 874.03.
Hold on, I got the wrong thing up here.
Okay.
Florida House Bill 429 is a general bill focused on regulating relationships between motor vehicle manufacturers.
No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong year. You should say HB 429 in 2025 or something like that. Because there was a HB 429 from years ago, but that's a different thing.
Huh.
Say HB 429, and then write gang, GANG.
Oh, shoot. Spelled that wrong. 429 gang.
You'll get a different result.
2026 now.
Right. So what it's doing is, in the past, in order to identify or to deem a organization or individual as being associated with a criminal activity or a gang, you had to check several boxes. You couldn't just say, "Hey, that guy, I don't like the way he dresses, so he's a gang member." So now, there used to be about 15 or so criteria that had to be met. Now, you only have to meet 2 very vague criteria by which to be considered a gang member. For example, if you have tattoos, it could be a tattoo of Daffy Duck. They can say, "Up, I've seen that before. You're a gang member." Your attire, if you dress like similar to what they think a gang member might dress like, you are now a gang member because that. In fact, I got. Let me cover this. So
All
the
right.
first.
So here it is. Here it is. Here
Okay.
it is.
Go ahead.
So what it has done is it has amended how you can be classified as a member of a gang. It has amended the criteria for determining criminal gang membership.
Right.
So this is how the state is going to determine you're a criminal in a criminal gang. It is made to make it easier for prosecutors to charge individuals with gang-related enhancements. So that's the purpose of it,
That's
to
a
make
huge
it easier for
deal.
them so they don't have to check so many boxes. This could apply to street gangs, transnational crime groups, and potentially outlaw motorcycle clubs, or OMGs as they're called, outlaw motorcycle gangs, if they meet this criminal gang threshold. So it's in the early stages. It hasn't passed. It would take effect October 1 next year of 2026, and it works with criminal enterprise laws like RICO. Here are the key provisions. It will have it's going to add new criteria. It's not going to get rid of the old criteria, but it's going to add new criteria for determining or for proving you're a criminal gang member. A single qualifying act. So now a single qualifying act suffices for prosecution with enhancements for gang-related crimes. So I guess only one of these is necessary instead of 3 or 4 or 5. So
Well, it used to be a lot more than that, and they were also stringent. There were a stringent criteria, whereas now there basically is no criteria.
So here's the criteria. 1, this didn't change. If you admit to being in a gang, so never do that. Next line for self-incrimination. You claim 2, identified as a member by a parent, guardian, or reliable informant.
Right. Let me touch on that for you. We discussed that an awful lot. You have some sort of beef with your ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, ex-whatever. If she says you're a gang member, you now are a gang member because she said so. Also, if you have people that live in your home that are of adult age, 16 or older, and they live with you, if they say you're a gang member, then by default, according to these the statutes of this HB 429, they are gang members as well because they live with you.
Now
So,
look at this here.
yeah.
They also have expanded this bill to include authored if you wrote any communication indicating criminal gang affiliation, criminal gang related activity, or acceptance of responsibility for the commission of any crime by the criminal gang. So you don't have to belong to the gang. You're right. So you could say, like, maybe you fenced a stolen stereo for the gang. Any acceptance of responsibility for the commission of any crime by the criminal gang makes you a member of the criminal gang. It's right here.
Hey, let me give you.
So if you're a part of this organization, you go to the store, buy some milk. They're gonna shut the store down because you sold the gang some milk.
They could.
They could. according to this law. Let me give you another poor example.
Crazy.
If you're talking to your old lady and she's like, "Hey, what are we doing tonight?" and you say,
but only if you broke the law by selling that milk.
"No, well, in theory, that would be the way that they will apply it." The problem is that most of the statutes, especially when you read it directly from the state's website, the way that it can be interpreted, it's completely open to interpretation, because there's a lot more criteria that are listed, and all of the criteria are set up in such a fashion whereas it gives law enforcement and the courts complete say so over determining whether or not you're a gang member.
Yeah.
One of the big things is this: if you say to your old lady, the example I was given, you say to your old lady, "Hey, what are we doing tonight?" "Well, there's open house," and she says, "I'll meet you at the clubhouse." Saying
In a text message.
Yeah, in a text message, clubhouse, according
Mm-hmm.
to Florida, well, that's gang vernacular.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether the clubhouse is for the Elks or the Christian Motorcycle Association or Soldiers for Jesus or any organization. If you have a base of operation in particular, and they use the word, if you have a clubhouse, that's one of the criteria to determine as to whether or not you are a criminal entity known as a motorcycle gang in the state of Florida. If you have a clubhouse, I don't even use the word clubhouse anymore. I mean, I got a whole bunch of other abbreviations and different things I say, but we don't say clubhouse no more just because of that reason.
Now,
this is before we even knew about 429. This is based on the old stuff.
Now, it also expands this. Okay, so if you've authored any communication or letter or anything, but it also broadens that to emails, letters, or text messages. So they can go on your phone, look at your text messages, and say you're a gang member simply by the language you're using or the things you've written. If it even acknowledges any kind of
Black Dragon, can you get in trouble? Can Black Dragon get in trouble for his protocol book?
No, because the protocol book hasn't broken any laws, but
you'd like to think that, wouldn't you?
Well, no. Listen, Black Dragon.
Your
Your protocol book teaches people on how to operate in a club.
According to the state, the laws.
But it doesn't teach people how to operate outlaw motorcycle gangs. It
Right.
does. It's not the outlaw motorcycle gang handbook.
Yeah,
Although
you understand that Florida and Texas don't recognize the vernacular of club. Club is gang, according to the state of Florida.
But something that your brother, Cell Block 1%er, told me a couple days ago when I interviewed him here, Big Bone. Cell Block just recently got out of jail, and he had time to face the feds that were asking him a bunch of questions that they wanted to try to ask him. And he told me that they told him, "Bro, you don't have to be in an outlaw motorcycle gang to be considered a gang member."
That is a fact.
None of this stuff up here, none of this stuff on this board, none of this stuff on this board says you got to belong to the Outcast. It says authored any communication indicating criminal gang affiliation. It doesn't say you got to be a Hells Angel. It doesn't say you got to be anything. You don't have to be any of those things. All you have to have done is this. Also, let's just go ahead and knock these out. Identified by law enforcement via tattooing and clothing, etc. So it's like you said, Bone. If law enforcement, here is you say you're a gang member. Here is someone you know, or your parent or guardian, or a reliable source, or a fucking rat. What they call an informant, a reliable informant, says you're a gang member. Then they can say you're a gang member. Here, if law enforcement says you're a gang member, then they can say you're a gang member. Identified by law enforcement via tattoos, clothing, etc. Of course, that's always been there. That hasn't changed.
I got the etc., which is mind blowing.
Let's hear the etc.
The etc. Let's see here. Of course, well, you mentioned a couple of tattoos. We did that already. Social media. If you have something on social media, you made a post in support of an organization that the state or law enforcement doesn't like, not that they've done any illegal activity, but if the government is suspicious of said organization, like in the case of CARE, they were deemed a terrorist organization because the governor said so, not because they've been convicted of any crime. However, by being deemed as such, now the investigation, they don't have as high a threshold to get warrants for wiretaps or your property or anything else, because you've now made it to the big time. You made the list. And the problem is anybody can make the list. So social media accounts, there's recordings, music. Georgia saw some of this. If you sing a song, you're repeating a song that's already a popular song on the radio. If there's a recording of you singing that song, or you in fact make a song that and somehow can be construed that you're advocating any illegal activity, you can be deemed as a gang member. That's one of the et ceteras. Let's see lowered evidentiary threshold. That's a big one, because if you're deemed in any fashion to be a gang member or associated with a gang, evidentiary procedure goes out the window. There's a whole lot of stuff that in due process that is considered, well, we already met that because this individual is a gang member, so we don't have to do any of these things. The seventh issue is expanded law enforcement discretion, well, which we kind of touched on that already. All of this is open to the interpretation and the opinion of everybody that matters, which are law enforcement, the courts, judges in certain circumstances. Legislative intent is another thing. The legislative intent, as long as the officer checks the box and says, here's a gang member, legislatively, they don't have to disprove that. There's no effort put in disproving. You know how, like, you're innocent until proven guilty? This is you're guilty until you can prove otherwise. The burden of proof is not on the accuser. The burden of proof now, under HB 429, the burden of proof now lies to the accused. If y'all, for y'all litigious-minded folks, understood what I said. There's also they changed basically. People assume that there will be constitutional challenges to this, and there should be. But if Texas has shown us anything, it won't matter.
All right, hold on one second. First of all, Sylvia, the president did not declare that motorcycle clubs are domestic terrorists. All right, we just ran a check based on a comprehensive review of recent news, official statements, and social media discussions. 5, there is no evidence that President Donald Trump has ever declared motorcycle clubs, such as the Hells Angels Outlaws and other bike groups, as domestic terrorist organizations. So you cannot.
Never said he did.
Huh?
I never said he did.
No, Sylvia said it.
No, there's somebody in the chat.
Sylvia's been running the chat with this for about 10 minutes. So let it go. Let it go, Sylvia. It didn't happen. All right. Now,
why is people trying to defend Trump and we ain't even talking about Trump?
We're not defending Trump. She's running this thing up and down through the thing. So we just went and proved it. The thing was that motorcycle clubs have been declared as domestic terrorists. Now that was in the chat because it's a lie that's being told and it didn't happen. So I wanted to clear that out because people are arguing back and forth in the chat right now. We don't need that. We want to pay attention to what's going on here. Now,
Opposite said they want to hear from LEMCs on this HB 429. And of course, you know Grady Judd over in Polk County, Florida. Grady Judd, this is an interesting thing because the cop clubs in Florida are perplexed. They don't know what to do. In Polk County, Sheriff Grady Judd, should he find out that one of his officers is in a motorcycle club, well, he ain't a cop there no more, and he might be charged criminally. Certain jurisdictions do not allow their officers to actively be members of law enforcement motorcycle clubs.
So the police highway patrol motorcycle group What's the biggest one? What is it called?
Blue Knights.
Well, yeah, there's Blue Knight Iron Order you're thinking of.
No. I'm
No.
thinking of the Blue Knights.
Blue
Okay.
Knights.
So they're not allowed in Florida no more, I guess. I mean,
Well,
I'm thinking
would
about this.
It depends on where you're talking about.
Okay.
Now, Grady Judd has made it clear that he can't legislate what anybody else does in their jurisdictions. But in his jurisdictions, if you're one of his cops, you can't be in a law enforcement motorcycle club because they don't love. And it's funny, Florida don't love bikers, even though bikers love Florida. If that makes sense.
Now you said Grady Judd said that you can't be an officer in
Yeah.
his.
Many of the officers, the law enforcement, so the deputies in Polk County have expressed this on many an occasion because some of them ride motorcycles, and you're going to run into these people some everywhere. But that's just a common knowledge. Polk County, if there's a place in Florida where you don't want to be messing up, no matter what the thing is, it's Polk County because this guy he thinks it's 1822 and he thinks he's John Wayne. So he pretty much, if you got a tan, stay the hell out of Polk County.
I was just looking to see if I could find that statement. I'm not able to verify that he said that, so I want to look that up and try to find it.
And somebody will help you with that.
I wanted to say something back on with the license plate. I wanted to say this to Big Bone. I already told you this, Black Dragon, but I was riding. I have a V-Ride, and my first bike was a V-Ride. I was riding, and it'll flip.
Yep.
And it was flipped sideways. You can see it, but it just
What do you mean it'll
sideways.
flip?
It flips. It turns.
Yeah.
It turns.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So this policeman, he pulled me over, had my daughter on the back. And he said, I pulled you over because you didn't have no license plate. Then he looked down and said, oh, there it is. And he laughed. And he says, did you do that to get? I said, actually, sir, that came with the bike. He said, what? I said, Harley sold me that. He said, oh, well, I'm just wanting to make sure it ain't stolen. Give me your ID, blah, blah, blah. Then he let me go. But he laughed because he thought that I put that mechanism on my bike to flip it sideways because the toll can't read it. And I really, at that time, didn't even think about that until he told me.
The Harley-Davidson V-Ride VRSC Series 2002-2017 is a popular muscle cruiser known for its custom aesthetics, including aftermarket license plate modifications like side mount brackets, and foldable design.
Yep.
However, license plate flips typically refer to. Okay, these are illegal in Florida. It says.
Yeah, let me tell you this. And this is a very important thing. We had a issue in Florida a while back. ABATE went to bat on this, and we were able to get some things done. But what it was, the license plate, if it appeared vertical as opposed to horizontal, they were hitting folks with $500 fines and threatening jail time and the whole thing. So we actually went to court. We got our lobbyists and our lawyers and the whole thing, and got a lot of that stuff reversed. But here's the thing. And the argument was just what you said. If the bike came from the manufacturer with that license plate, if you ever seen these motorcycles with them 300, like the Boosas and some of this stuff with the 300 size rear tires and all like this kind of stuff, the license plate, they fix vertically. And when the bike is designed in that fashion, it comes from the manufacturer that way. And that was the argument that beat that particular. They had to reframe the law about that. But of course, they've come back with 253, so now it really don't matter. But I wanted to say this in regard to what we're talking about, and this is the most important part. I want everybody. We started a petition, and we're very proud of it. It has all the information that you could possibly want to know about this HB 429, and it's on what do you call that thing? Change.org. If you go to change.org and just go type in fight HB 429, the petition will come up. I want you to go there, sign that bad boy, sign the petition. That gives us. We're going to be going. We meaning the ABATE of Florida. My chapter is the Boneyard chapter out of Pasco Pinellas. We're kind of the tip of the spear on this thing, but the entire state of Florida for ABATE and the COCs, West Florida, North Florida, South Florida, the Panhandle. We're all going to Tallahassee to sit down with our lawmakers in February of this year. We're calling it the Freedom Run. We do a similar run every year. This one is different. There's folks coming in from all over the United States. We've got a certain number of politicians, congressmen, and senators who are very interested in helping us. We have a sitting judge who thinks that this HB 429 is an incredible erosion of the rights of Floridians and potentially the rest of America if it catches hold, which we know it will, if it passes. But go to this petition, sign this petition. If you're in a state where you have a COC, join your COC.
Okay, so we're there right now at HB 29. We're at change.org. We typed in the search bar, fight HB 429, and we come up with this AI generated stupid picture. But other than that,
hey, that's a great picture. We spent time and energy on that picture.
Man, that's an AI picture, man. Stop it, man.
Yeah, but you know what that picture does? That picture is non-offensive. Who can get mad about that picture?
Real biker, like, man, come on, y'all didn't really do that, man.
We're here for a fight.
Stop the cap.
You're moving us away from the importance of HB 429.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You don't like the way.
Stop it, Black Dragon. Stop it, Black Dragon. Let him talk, man.
You see two black men on there and want to get mad.
No, is that what it was?
That's what it was.
Oh my gosh! Ouch!
Stop the cap.
So here we are, the issue, and it talks about what we love, being part of a special community. And if you guys read my book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, we talk about.
Don't do it, y'all. Y'all go to jail in Florida.
This has been a problem since motorcycles were invented. Laws against motorcycles, they have never liked us. You can go all the way back to the first reason that you had these organizations created. It's that motorcyclists have always received a bad rap. So anyway, if you guys are interested in this, there's 2,900 signatures on this petition. Fight HB 429. You can go to change.org and do that there. That's how that's done for you there. All right.
Yeah. And look, if you're forgetting, catch my social media. I think on Facebook it's Bone OFFO, like Outcast forever Outcast. But Bone OFFO is my Facebook. I'm definitely gonna have some stuff there. Or you could go to WFLCOC. That stands for West Florida Confederation of Clubs.org. So WFLCOC.org. Go there to get some information, or get with your local ABATE chapter, or you can Google ABATE Pasco Pinellas or ABATE of Florida Inc. There's a lot of information about this. It's coming out of my house, so to speak. It's a ton of information, but it's more than just information. It's telling you, here's how you can help, and then here's what we're going to do about it. Because talking about all this is good, but we got to do something, and that's
I think this is important. We never got finished with this.
Yeah,
so
please.
You can be identified by law enforcement. Okay, there's no change to that. Here's something I didn't know. You can be called a gang member if you live in a gang area.
Yeah.
With known members, or if you frequent gang areas.
How do you know?
What is a gang area?
I guess what I'm saying. How
is a gang area? Is that the clubhouse?
No, this has already been the law right here. This was already the law. There is no change.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Now,
so watch this now. So let me say this. I know Florida is totally different from LA, but the gangs, the street gangs in LA claim their set, they claim their block, they claim their street,
right.
Blah 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 blah. So if you are in an area and you don't know quote unquote what set it is, you can get pulled over and arrested. You was in the gang area. How the heck I know?
You could be affiliated that way. That's always been a problem, especially in California.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Yeah, I found that out in Chestertown, Maryland.
Now,
the noise ordinance.
Mm-hmm.
So also, if you've been arrested or incarcerated with no members of a gang, so like maybe and this.
So is that posted anywhere?
Yeah.
Gang. No, what I'm saying is gang area, like what you just said, Big Bone. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. But is that posted anywhere? Well, if I
Typically
come
not-
into
not
an
in-
area, and what is be?
Yeah.
Will the police
No
say, "Well,
sign.
just let you know, this part of town is a gang area"?
Right.
Well, I don't know if it's
Depends on-
posted, but most people know. Most people know what areas of town things are happening in.
Not
Let me tell you.
visitors.
Let me tell you what
But listen,
happens.
they're just not pulling the. If they were pulling the average Joe off the road and doing this to him, then it would never go down. They're
Doc.
doing this to specific groups of people.
Yeah.
That are powerless and don't have the politics behind them.
Well, Doc, there is an answer to your question though, and that's this.
Okay.
There was an effort, or a good number of years ago, where police wanted to put up signs in certain drug areas and certain what they call gang infested areas, like in South Florida and so forth. And the community was like, we don't want signs saying that this is a drug area. It drives down property values, and it labels our area in a certain negative light, and it has ramifications to that. So the police wanted to put up signs saying this is a drug neighborhood, and grandma over there don't want her house with a sign saying she's a drug house because 3 streets down from there somebody did something once. So that's a slippery slope
right.
as far as signage.
Let me try to get through this here because we're running a little short on time. So if you've been arrested and incarcerated with no members, this is no change to the law, but it did add intent for jail recruitment. I'm not sure what that means. Targeted organized prison activity. So if you're in prison, being recruited for a gang, now they've added that to it as well.
Yeah.
This is new. Admission of gang membership on social media. What Big Bone was saying earlier. If you now, and remember I keep telling 1%ers about all this damn social media shit. Here it is now. If you didn't know, now you do. New admission of gang membership on social media. Post captions, comments. Look at this DMs. How in the hell are they getting to your DMs?
Because if you're deemed as a gang member or an associate of a gang member, the evidentiary process of obtaining warrants is an incredibly low threshold. So basically, he's a gang member. Can I get this warrant? And so now the government can invade your privacy for little next to nothing because a cop said or someone was instructed.
It's time to get off social media.
Yeah. It's
look at this. This lowers the bar for digital evidence. Could flag memes or even profiles.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is scary.
I had a warrant out on me. I had a search warrant on my IP address for something years ago.
Yeah.
A search warrant on your IP address?
My IP address, man. They pulled up, different electronic ways of communication to build a case.
Now this one new. This is new.
In my discovery.
This is new here. Criminal gang related language on social media. Okay, here you 1%ers go. Right here. All you 1%ers on TikTok, here you go. Criminal gang related language on social media. Example, posts promoting, describing gang activity, even if fictional.
I said that earlier. A song, you could be singing a song playing in the background while you're making a video. You add music to your video of some, it could be, what's his name, 50 Cent. Guess what? You're a gang member now because of that.
Not the cap.
Yeah, that's it. And also, I said a little while ago, in regard to there's the attire, a clubhouse. Saying the word clubhouse, well, who has a clubhouse? Motorcycle club. There's no such thing as a motorcycle club. There's only a motorcycle gang. So guess what? If you're going to the clubhouse,
you're going to the gang house.
To a place where you're going to meet with other gang members. Why? Because you're a gang member, apparently, according to whoever cares to say it.
Now, this thing,
girlfriends are going to be a problem. I'm telling you.
What's going to be a problem?
Ex-girlfriends.
Two
could
things.
be.
Look, the two things. Swole said he was investigated for his content And then Goldie said, let's make sure we're familiar with the movie Menace to Society. I'm very familiar with that movie.
Oh, I don't remember. I saw it. I don't remember exactly.
All right, Logic. Here it go, man. This guy right here, man. This guy right here can't remember Minister Society.
I remember it had that fine ass Jada Pinkett in it.
Oh, man, no, say something. We
That's
all know
he's
about
not
that.
talking about the woman, man. And, bro,
Yeah, this guy, we know who's urban and who's suburban, man. God,
we know him from. We already know him from.
Society. I remember. I just can't remember exactly.
I'll be right back. Go grab
I
a-
mean, tell us something in the movie.
Isn't that the one that her brother, wasn't her brother or something? Baby boy, was that the guy?
Baby
This
boy.
Something
This
like
guy
that.
right here, man, he's showing his urban card, man. God damn.
Okay, I remember the movie. I remember the movie. It was a big movie back in the. Was it
First
the
of all,
90s?
first of all, Baby Boy was
Man,
not in Menace to
you ain't
Society.
said nothing. Yeah, he ain't. He did not say
You in the
anything
wrong
relating
movie.
to the movie.
You in
He
the,
just said
you in
some
the wrong
generic
movie,
stuff, man.
Doc.
Hey,
You in the-
listen.
This is
listen.
ridiculous. Hey, man.
Hey,
God,
I can't.
dog.
I can't know it all. I can't know it all. Logic.
That's a classic. You got
Logic.
certain movies that's a classic.
I made a classic movie.
Man, this guy.
Tell me something that happened in Biker Boys.
I
You
can
sat
tell
there
you-
and
I
did
can
one of
tell you
these
a lot of
numbers.
stuff that happened.
You sat back and didn't have. You sat back and all thing you did was.
And didn't have a talking role.
I did have a speaking role. I did have a speaking role.
Yeah, that's what I remember about you
I
and
didn't-
Biker Boys.
Wait. Here you go.
Right, I forgot that part.
I love that. That was deep.
He was leaning to the side. So yeah, I remember Biker Boys.
Show that again.
Every
Show
time-
that again.
Hey, every time
Big
I
Bone,
watch that
that
movie,
was it.
That was it. And then they
No, no,
then,
it was
and then
slower
the
than that.
camera
It was like-
switched. And then the camera
you got
switched.
it's like deliberate. It was deliberate and slow with the intention on the face, like
Right.
that. That was cold. That was cold right there.
I did have a speaking role. I learned in Hollywood to never tell anybody you have a speaking role till after the movie comes out, because your speaking role
let's
can
get back
wind
to
up.
Minister Society.
Your speaking
man.
role
Let's
can
not-
wind up on the
let's get back to
floor, and that's what
Minister
happened in my
Society.
speaking role. It wound up cut
Let's
on the
get
cutting
back
room
to
floor.
Minister Society, man. Let's get
No,
back
let's
to
get back.
Minister
Let's get
Society.
back to this.
Logic.
We got to finish this. Includes reels. Okay, so the social media. This is important for the folks. The criminal gang related language on social media. This includes if you make reels, threads, or threads is the new thing on Instagram, or emails. Risks capturing artistic expression like rap depicting crimes. So even if you're rapping, even if it's fictional, this could be in Florida lumped in to make you a member of a gang.
Hey, Big Bone. One of your brothers. I don't know if he's still a brother or not, but he's one of the premier rappers out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And he did a song long time. I love the song, but he did a song
Down to
long
Die?
time ago. Huh?
Down to Die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a phrase in that song that I asked one of your brothers here. I said, I love him, man. I love this music, blah, 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 blah. But he opened his mouth in that song and says, we're a two-wheel gang. When I heard that one part, forget the rest of the song, because I love the song. I said, why would you say that?
You guys, we are
At the
getting
time,
away
you gotta
from
remember
this
what year that was.
very important shit here. Look at this. New. This is new. Participation in any recording,
video,
example, video, audio that promotes or describes criminal gang activity,
That's what I said.
regardless of whether the acts occurred or not.
Yep.
Covers music, podcast, or videos. Broad interpretation could include non-literal content. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Well, you know, with now
let me
with
tell you why.
with the advent of AI and all this new video stuff, you can jam up an enemy just by putting something out there that's not true.
Yeah, but
isn't that what that means right there?
yeah, no, this means that you can jam your own dumb self up.
Well, I know that, but if I want to go after your club, I can take a picture of you off of Facebook, put it in AI, have you saying something, They're saying whether it's true or not, and put it out there in cyberspace, and they come after you.
At this point, AI can be pretty easily proven. Who knows in 2 or 3 years?
And that thing says, even if it's fictional,
Yeah.
it says, even if it's fictional,
It says if you participate, not if somebody AIs you.
even if fictional, go up one. Go up one. You're going down.
I saw it.
Right
It
there.
says if you make a social media post, even if
And you don't see the word "you" in there.
it says criminal gang related language.
on social
If
media.
you use criminal gang related language on social media.
Where are you seeing "if you"?
Oh, you have to read the whole context of the document. The bill revises subsets adding new criteria for proving criminal gangs member, a single qualifying act. So you have to commit a single qualifying act. So that's the context of the whole thing here.
And then Big Bone said, if your girlfriend call you a gang member, you a gang member.
Yes, sir. That is
No,
That's not you calling
Big
yourself a
Bone-
gang member.
Big Bone didn't say that. The law says it right
No,
here.
Big Bone did say that.
We don't have to depend on Big Bone. We have it right here.
I know everybody else does.
If you are identified as a member by a parent, guardian, or reliable informant.
There you go.
Yeah. That's
So if
what
I put out, listen, Black Dragon. So this is so broad. I saw somebody say it earlier. This is so broad. They just trying to capture you no matter what you do. So if somebody come out and do a fictional, whatever how you want to say that word, video of you doing gang related activity, they're coming to get you. This is in the state of Florida. They're coming to get you, and then you got to prove that it's fake.
Maybe.
But you could be jammed up. While you riding through Florida with your vertical license plate and your package and your weapon.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
The big thing is this though.
Okay, let's get through these. Identify. Okay, let's finish these out. So I think we are at the finish. So definition of criminal gang is unchanged. A group of 3 or more with common names, signs, symbols, etc., whose primary activity includes crimes, explicitly includes terrorist, hate, transnational groups. Outlaw motorcycle gangs qualify if involved in felonies like drug trafficking or violence, like beating up a bunch of people at a gas station in the middle of bike week. Penalties. No new penalties are created, but easier membership proof enables the enhancements that are already there. 3rd-degree felony for recruiting becomes a 2nd-degree felony. So if somebody recruits you for the gang, damn, it's now a 3rd-degree felony, 2nd-degree felony. So here's relevance to bikers, motorcycle clubs. Just so you know, this is some additional context given to us by AI. Active outlaw motorcycle gangs, for instance, outlaws are dominant in South Florida, Tampa, expanding, Mongols, pagans, warlocks. Federal Department of Justice labels them RICO enterprises for drugs, guns, violence, and state law. 874 already applies. HB 429 could strengthen cases by using social media posts, club posts with patches, symbols, etc., as evidence to say that they're in a gang, potentially impacting events like Daytona Bike Week, which was the site of a 2025 Mongols Warlock shooting. So this is AI. We didn't even ask it a damn thing about motorcycles or motorcycle clubs. We didn't ask it shit about that. We asked it about 429. Even AI says, hey, biker clubs.
This is what it's going to be used for in Florida. And there's a bigger reason as to why that's happening, which that's time for another show. But in Florida, it is very clearly understood where this HB 429 is going to be targeted. It's going to be targeted to motorcycle clubs will be targeted. Black Lives Matter will be targeted. Any Islamic organization will be targeted. Any Latino-based charities will be targeted. I've had more people, because we do a lot of charity work here in the COC and ABATE. We do a lot of in Tampa Homeless Outreach. We do a lot of charity stuff, and the folks that are the beneficiaries of that hard work are freaking the hell out because they're like, hey, They're trying, and the regular Joe Blow citizen knows this. They're trying to shut y'all down. What does that mean for us? You know, we own a church. My club owns a church. We bought the church not because we wanted to be landlords of a friggin' church, but because the folks that the new guy that inherited the property from his dead father wanted to triple the rent on a church. So we had to buy that and some other stuff in order for the church, who had been there for 25 years, so that they could continue to do God's work. What the hell a bunch of outlaws doing owning a church? So we're these big bad criminals and stuff, but we own a church. We do charity drives. We're feeding thousands of people during the holidays. We're doing big giant toy drives and all this kind of stuff. So the impact of this HB 429 as to how they're going to apply it is going to hurt the general public, and unfortunately the government doesn't care, because this stuff is very, very political. It's Florida trying to out Texas, and Texas trying to out Australia. But Ron DeSantis
also some right wing groups could be under this too. Could fall
out in Florida.
Under this as well. Anybody that is considered a subversive better beware.
In Florida, let me tell you. So the American neo-Nazis are huge supporters of Ron DeSantis. Executive order called the mob law. Mob law says if you go to a protest of some sort, or people marching on the Capitol or whichever, right? If the police say any one individual, or the law says any one individual in that crowd of 500 people, if any one of them commits a crime there, like they threw a sock or a potato at a police officer, every single individual there can and will be charged with that offense. Now, why are they doing that? And when do they apply it? Black Lives Matter, they apply it. When the American neo-Nazis came to petition in front of Disney, the front gate and the back gate, and right on Orange Blossom Trail, no police, no nothing. Everything was fine. Why? Because they're big supporters of Ron DeSantis. You can, you got Google, you got it right there. Google that stuff right now. You could go like, why does Ron DeSantis appreciate American neo-Nazi? I mean,
that's I don't want to go there. That's
yeah. I mean, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole.
I don't even live down there.
Right. Just take my word for it. Is that these right-leaning organizations have nothing to worry about, because that's not what this is being used for.
Well, I'm just looking at, you know what, Bone? I'm just looking at the context, and the context says that anybody that's a subversive that the government doesn't like can fall under this. I mean, we can say that they're only going to use it against bikers and black people, but they could use it against anybody they want to, because it doesn't say in the language it's only going to be used against bikers and black people.
Oh no, they'll use it whenever they want. That's the problem.
So that's the point.
Use it against anyone, whether they're guilty or not. It's turning Florida into Nazi Germany.
And all that's going to do is spread.
Oh yeah,
like a virus.
Oh yeah, and by the way, here and the new Attorney General of Florida is good buddies with your AG in Georgia, and Georgia and Florida, they're in lockstep. So if it happens here, Georgia's absolutely next. Absolutely, no two ways about it. In fact, where do you think that whole thing about music and recordings, that came from Georgia? That wasn't a Florida thing. That's a Georgia thing that Florida adopted.
And speaking of which, I did misspeak earlier. Our open carry is open. You don't have to have a concealed permit to carry.
And you know what? I think, Black Dragon, what I've learned here, and if there's somebody in Texas here that can correct me, when we went to open, well, when they removed, when Hot Wheels here, when the governor removed the need for a license, everybody thought, now I don't have to have a license to leave the state of Texas. I was telling them, I said, no, still get your license, because you can't go to another state and say, oh, in Texas, well, you ain't in Texas no more. You still have to look at the reciprocity of other states that accept your license. I have my license and I renew it. Blah, blah. Yeah, but I travel.
Right. Exactly.
Well,
That's
you do need it for certain things. Like in Georgia, I believe it's still needed if you want to go buy a gun right now today.
No, in Florida, you
not
don't.
in Texas. Not in
Not in
Texas.
Florida.
All right, so I think we're at we're past an hour. I think this was a good topic, an excellent topic that we really
lavish. Now he want to say, "Ooh, we passed the hour." Before, the other day we had to keep telling him, "Black Dragon, we passed an hour." Black Dragon.
Hey, before we leave, can I brand the information for the petition and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yes,
so folks, please, if you are anywhere in the United States, if you ride a motorcycle or love somebody that does, get involved. Go to change.org and just hit in the search bar, fight HB 429. HB 429 at change.org, or you can go to WFLCOC.org. If you're in a motorcycle club, do yourself a favor, get involved with your COC. I don't mean that council that 5 of y'all put something together. I mean the actual COC. Get involved with your COC. Join an ABATE chapter. Everybody's concerned with this. We're all working towards the same goal, but get involved. If you sit on the sidelines, eventually they're going to come to your path. They're going to shut you down, and you'll be wondering why. This lifestyle is under attack right now. I'm being completely serious, and the implications are much huger than just motorcycle clubs. It's a lot bigger than that. So help us with this fight for HB against HB 429.
And that's what I was saying earlier. It's huge. It's statewide, and I think you're right. It'll come to Georgia right after. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else from any of the great people on here, Commissioner? Anything?
Nothing from me.
Congratulations, too, brother. I had to tell you, congratulations. We are so proud of you, bro. Hold on, let me hit my.
Yeah, that didn't come. That didn't come out. That your system.
Didn't come out. I hit the button for the applause. I don't know if you heard it.
I'll give you some. Yeah, I did.
Proud of you, brother.
Yeah, here you go.
Okay, all right, thanks, appreciate it.
Congratulations once again, Lavish, on a job well done in becoming police commissioner for District 2 out there in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, man, everyone's proud of you. I know I am. All right, Big Bone, any last thing before you get out of here?
Now, listen, thank you for having me on the show today. I'm going to drag you over to the Big Boneyard. If you get a chance, folks, on Sundays, check me out on the Big Boneyard on you can simulcast on Facebook and Instagram and all that too. But yeah, thank you for having me on this show. Y'all, I'm telling you, HB 429, sign the petition, help us out, help yourself out. It's a very important time. And other than that, I'll see you on the Big Boneyard.
I'm trying to get him one of the movies.
I can't wait to get an invite to come over there. All right,
Big Bone. I'm trying. You tell your partner, I'm trying to get one of the movies.
Yeah. Hey man, look, I know a guy. I know you know. Right on.
So it was Bone that brought the movies in. Bone is the first guy that brought the movies. So he came with all the contacts. All right, Bone. Talk to you later, but.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, now.
All right, take care, young man. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done, man. I'm out here working, man. When you were calling me, I was in school trying to get my education on.
Yeah, I knew.
I knew. No, you didn't. You knew, but you was calling me.
Well, yeah, sometimes you answer.
Like, man, this guy, no, I got class on this day, man. And he calling.
Hey, you call me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You don't mind.
Man, I'm sitting here trying to figure out logic, how this guy don't know nothing about Menace to Society. It was of course it was a big movie. What else about it, sir?
Nah, when he said baby boy, I was done.
Man, this guy right here, man. God,
I remember Menace to Society. It was a
I'm waiting on a part.
It was a 1993 American crime drama directed by Hughes brothers, Alan and Albert Hughes. Future debut.
Yeah, I mean, Google told you that. Google told you that.
as one of the most raw and influential films in the 1990s. It's a hood movie. In the hood movie
Man, this
way,
guy don't-
alongside
Oh, that's
Boys
why.
in the
That's
Hood,
why you
too.
don't know it. That's
And
why
New
you
Jack
don't know
City.
it's a hood movie. That's why
Yeah,
you don't know
he
it.
don't know that movie. He don't know that movie. Oh my gosh. How
Kane
you don't
Lawson,
know that movie,
a
man?
young man growing up in the crime-ridden Watts neighborhood of Los Angeles in the early 1990s. I
What was
was
his name?
there. I was
What was
there.
his name? What was his name?
His name was Kane Lawson. Raised by drug-dealing parents. His father played by Samuel L. Jackson.
Man, stop reading the thing, man.
Kane was
Yeah,
torn
you
between escaping the streets through education, encouraged by his girlfriend's mother. I remember his girlfriend. Wasn't that Jada Pinkett and her Pinkett? I can't remember.
Let's go, man. Let's
In
go.
her
Let's
payday.
Yeah, that's it. I'm trying.
Let's go.
Hey man, I'm
Wasn't
done
Jada
with it,
Pinkett
man.
in the movie?
Let's go.
I'm done with it, man.
Let's
This
go.
guy right here,
Oh, Red
man.
Tate was there.
Let's
Oh
go.
wow.
Take his hood card.
Yeah,
he
Jada
don't even
Pinkett.
have a hood
It's
card.
He don't have a
man.
hood
Jada Pinkett
card.
was in the movie. Man, get out of here.
Hey, Logic, and he's supposed to be a biker. I'm a
Jay-
national
what does
biker
that
president.
got
I
to
was
do with
there.
being a
I was in
biker?
the hood. I was
They
in
didn't have
Cali. I was in here. I was doing this. I was doing. Come on, everybody, urban, white
I
and black
remember the
and
movie.
Mexican.
I saw it.
They
They made
know
the movie
the
in
movie.
1993.
From
The movie's 40 years
the
old.
first one of the first gang movies, or The Wanderers, then The Warriors, Menace to Society, Colors, and everything. Man, you got to know these
gang
movies, bro.
movie for
boy.
African Americans was Colors, man.
Minister
No,
Society
we're not
wasn't
talking
a
about that.
gang-
What you mean,
wasn't
the
a gang
Colors?
movie.
The
Colors.
Warriors. What you mean? What are you talking about?
Colors came out before Warriors.
That's
Warriors came out before
bye,
Colors.
bye.
Man.
Bye.
Let's see which
That
came
Joker
out.
said Colors came
The
out before Warriors.
The Warriors came out before Colors, sir.
Back in the 70s. But what is wrong with you, man?
He's not
Colors,
urban,
Warriors.
man. He's suburban. Come on.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because
He's not
Warriors did come out in the '79.
Suburban.
Colors came out 10 years later.
Warriors. He said Colors came out before
no.
Warriors.
I remember. You know what, preacher? I'd be careful. I'd be careful, sponges. I'll be careful,
Yo,
SpongeBob.
you call me Sponge all you want, bro. But
I'll be careful, sponges.
it don't matter to me.
God,
When did the Wanderers
This-
come out?
The Wanderers?
This-
I
Yeah.
don't remember the Wanderers.
Oh,
I don't remember the Wanderers.
you don't remember the Ducky Boys, the Baldies?
No.
Oh.
Oh, it came out in 1979. They say. Oh, is this the?
I'm a wanderer. Yeah, wanderer.
Was this the
I go
musical?
around and round and round and round and round and round and round. I'm the type of guy who. Come on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Go, they say you're a cloned human.
Listen, I have my thing. I don't know everything. Dang.
Oh my God.
Man,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
I
saying,
remember
man.
that. Yeah,
This
I
guy-
remember that. I remember that.
What sport did Ricky play?
Oh, I don't know.
That's just my statement. What sport did Ricky play?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Okay, do you remember the juice? You remember
Yeah, I
juice?
remember the juice. I remember juice. I went to the movies to see that in '91 with my aunt. I
No,
wasn't even old
you
enough
couldn't
to
have
go.
because it didn't come out until 1992.
Well, '92 then.
Yeah.
I went
Mhm.
to see it at the
Okay.
theater.
And what was the last? What was the last statement in the movie? What was the last line in the movie?
Of juice?
You got the juice now.
You
And
got
Q
it.
looked at him, and Q looked at him with his hood on and shook his head, walked off after he lost the grip of Bishop off the building on top of the apartment
Hey,
while they was going running up from the party. Come on, man. I'm urban. I know the movie. Yeah, with the bullet wound in his shoulder that he had. Come on now. Hey, I know all the urban hood movies, baby. So my question,
Do you know Boys in the Hood?
What happened to you, Lavish? You just you
Black Dragon, do you know Boys in the Hood?
Yeah, I know Boys in the Hood.
Oh, okay.
Don't do
Let's
that.
go, man. I gotta go. Lavish
Hey.
already said bye.
Okay,
This ain't gonna be a
We'll
referendum on
talk
Black
about the
Dragon.
black movies from my day. All right.
Black Dragon have to go back and go look
You
at.
know Dolomite? What happened in Dolomite? 1, 2, or 3? Do you know? Do you know the black
I
movies
gotta
of my
What
day?
what happened on Dolomite? The house on the hill. The house on the hill. Yeah, come on, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. You know what I'm talking about? Stop it. I know about Dolomite.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What?
All right.
Let's leave him alone.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, young man.
I remember the guy tried to fray Dolomite and he kicked him. It kicked the dope out of his head in the beginning of the movie. What is you talking about?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I tried you. I lost.
Who was Ricky's brother? Who was Ricky's brother?
I don't know.
Playing trivia now.
I don't
I'm
know.
just asking, who was Ricky's brother?
All I know is we're way past an hour and we should go now.
I know Ricky got killed. Did you know that?
No.
You don't know how he got killed? Who
No.
killed him?
Nope.
Some dudes in the red car pulled up on him
And the guy in the red car that did the shooting actually died too.
in real life.
In real life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys make sure to watch the One Down podcast. One Down podcast. This is Goldie's podcast. Goldie out there in California, founder of One Down Motorcycle Club. Goldie is our godfather. He was like the first person to ever really do this that we're doing right now.
I bet you Goldie know what sport Ricky played and who shot him and who his brother was.
Hey, Cooch, South Central was my movie, man. I love that movie.
What about that, Black Dragon? Who got shot in the back in South Central?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
One of the little BGs, one of the Hoover Dukes members. The son. OG Bobby Johnson's son. Come on, man.
Man, next you're going to be asking me about New Jack City.
I'm just saying. I mean, what you want to know about New Jack City?
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Oh my goodness!
We have established the fact
that Black Dragon is not urban.
Black Dragon is not hood.
he's suburban.
You needed this day for that, did you?
Don't know anything about.
Well, no. You don't know nothing about none of the classic.
I understand.
I'm beat red here.
Hey, but Lodge, he gonna try to come at me with some old school movies like I'm not supposed to know about that. Come on, nah.
So, wait a minute, Black Dragon, can I give myself another mark because you was wrong about the Warriors?
Yeah,
I can.
Yeah, you can. Oh my goodness! I can't wait to get my whiteboard up.
Oh man!
Look at me keeping score. That is so petty. That is so petty.
Oh yeah, it stays on the whiteboard, bro.
That is petty. Oh my gosh!
It is 2 to 104.
Oh my gosh! Okay, Black Dragon has been embarrassed off of the show today, man. It's just I'm out, man.
A Black Dragon knows his motorcycle protocol, right, Black Dragon?
Well, I hope so. I hope I know something. I've been just swatted
Black
today.
Dragon, here go an old school one, man. Here go an old school one. And I was young when this came out. Do you remember the movie Zebrahead?
No. I never saw Zebrahead that I can think of. Zebrahead.
Yeah, let me stop. You gotta look that stuff up, man. That's an old one. That's an oldie but goodie. That's a little one. Only reason, I speak on that because that was shot in Detroit.
Oh.
Cody High School. I didn't go there. My cousin went there.
I think I remember. I know this actor. I've seen him before.
Yeah, he played in Higher Learning.
Ah. No, I never saw this movie that I can think of. All right, guys, I'm out of here because I can't.
But I know this is something that he would know, Logic. I'm sure he's seen Number Johnny 5, Short Circuit. The movie Short Circuit. That's something that he'd be like, yeah, I seen that movie. That was a good movie. I'm Number Johnny 5. That's right up his alley. That's the caliber of movies.
Of course
I
I've
know you.
seen.
I know you watch Ghostbusters
of
1 to
course.
3. I know you seen that.
So
That's
have
right
you
up
ever
your
seen
alley.
the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I ain't never been in that kind of crap.
You never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I saw
No.
it. I didn't like it, but
Mm.
I saw it. That's what's that cult? What was that? What they call that type of show?
Yeah, it was a cult
movie?
classic. You
Cult
go to
classic.
it-
Yeah.
You go to it and act it out on the stage.
Yeah.
There's a lie.
That's why I didn't like it. It was stupid.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, Black Legionnaire, I'll see you. Talk to you tomorrow when you call me. All right, man. I'm out. I've been embarrassed off of the show. What's up, Mike Ball? It's good to
You
see
still
you.
got to call me, Lavish.
Thank you for the raid, Mike
Okay.
Ball. I really appreciate you.
I'm about to
and the
walk
raid.
into Home Depot. Walk into Home Depot. I won't have no signal in there. I'll call you when I leave out of there or whatnot.
Hey, and thanks for stopping by to see me a few days ago, Lavish. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I come down there and you know, I check you out. I move around, Black Dragon. I'm not just a local joker.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're the commissioner, so hey, this is what we expect. Thank you, Big Bone, for being on. All right, Lavish, I'll get you out of here. Bye-bye, sir. And Preacher, you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go. And action.
Yo, what's up, everyone? This is your boy Logic. Listen, if you not up on your old school movie game, go watch some old movies and get caught up on your game. But anyway, if you're out here riding, I know it's getting cold in the Northeast. I know season has ended up there in upstate New York because it's snowing. But if you are riding anywhere else, ride hard, ride safe, and always, always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
Hey, your boy Black Dragon. Hey, appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We need those memberships. Please check those channel memberships out. We've got thousands of videos over there for you on the channel memberships for members only. And we're doing new members only. And we've also got members only new stuff coming up for 2026. It's going to be out of this world. We need you. We need you to help support the channel. Channel memberships. Also, remember our special chats and all of those sort of things, our super chats. We absolutely appreciate the support. Thanks for being with us since 2016. Thanks for watching. I'm going to cut this up into some shorts and get this relevant information out there to you. Hey, it's not just Florida. Motorcycle clubs and bikers worldwide have always been going through these troubles ever since motorcycle clubs and bikes and motorcycles first came out. We've always been an outlier. We've always been thought of as rogues and crazy people riding in the wind and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, this is just what it's evolved to. But hey, a lot of it is your own fault. A lot of it is your own fault. A lot of this stuff has come up. I mean, they made these license plate laws because people have screwed up license plates and motorcyclists have turned them upside down and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, when you get pretty, they get pretty. When you get slick, they get slick. So, the shootouts in the neighborhoods and threatening people on social media and all that. Do you think you're going to be able to do that forever and not have to face some consequences? Like, hey, where you step up, they step up too. And that's the game, the cat and mouse game that's always done. So think about not showing your ass, and they won't be making laws up to target where you show your ass. My mother used to have a saying, where you show your ass is where I'll get it. So show out in the store if you want to. Tell you what, go to that store and show out, and I'm going to beat your ass in that store. That's when parents could do the things that they needed to do to raise their kids. Now it's become this crazy thing, like we're going to spank you for spanking your kids. But you want to show out on social media and threaten people and do all that stuff? Hey, great, excellent. Let's go to social media and get your ass. Think about that, man. Think about it. It is a new day and age. It's getting smaller. The footprints are getting smaller. The world is getting smaller. We have better communication, better connection, more flights, airplanes. Hey, a disease gets started in China and it's all over the world in 4 days. That's where we live now. Then nothing is localized. So if they're shutting motorcycle clubs down in Australia, it won't be long before they shut them down here. And you can see everything working toward you. And yeah, they're finding all kind of ways to affiliate you and make sure you're a biker in a biker gang. If that's how you want to act, if that's what you want to do. Law enforcement is working, governments are working, states are working to limit you. So think about the freedoms you want, worship the freedom, and treat the freedom with respect, or you might just lose it. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.